Hi, let's start today another topic in our programming complete complete backend development application course. Start today with operators in JavaScript. Okay, so today we are going to see different operators, what operators are, how many types of operators are available in JavaScript. So all those things we go into very basics as per now because our syllabus is having the basics programming as of now. So we have operators and uses, and meantime we are going to check in further classes like details on other operators and all, right? So let's move on to operators. So operators in JavaScript. So operators, basically it's a symbol, like you can see a plus symbol, minus symbol. So these are all operators which operates on the operands, like on the two values or two variables. That is basically to perform some operations. That is basically operators. So we have multiple operators. First we have arithmetic operators, which will work on the numeric value and string value. Second we have remainder operators. Third we have assignment. Fourth we have comparison operators. Okay, so all these operators we'll see in the details in upcoming slides. So next we'll move on to fifth. We have logical operators, ternary operators we have, and exponential operators we have. So all these things will keep on studying on the further slides. Okay, so let's first move on to assignment of arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators are basically to perform the arithmetic operations. We need arithmetic operators like plus symbol, minus symbol, like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. So these are all the arithmetic operators. So first we'll go for addition, plus. So we know addition operators, basically it will add the sum the two values, like, so there is you can see in the example there is sum 10 plus 20. So 10 plus 20 is nothing but 30. Okay, so this works as this way, like it just do the sum. But here you can observe one thing, the both the value is number, right? But what if any values from here is string? So in addition operator, if any of the value is string value, like see 10 is number, 20 is number, but if let's suppose 10 or 20 is a string, then plus operator will not work on addition. It will just concatenate the string, means it will bind the two values. Okay, it will bind the two values. So let's see one example. Okay, so I have just written one example here. Let a equal to 20 and let b equal to 30, right? I'm just writing console.log and I'm just doing a plus b. So let's execute this. So we got 50, but in this stage we have both the value as number. What if one value is a string? So I make it as a string by double quotes or single quotes closing the value. Now in this scenario, we expect like 20 plus 30 is 50. But what happens is, in this stage, in this situation, plus symbol will not work as a addition. It will work as a concatenation, means binding the two value. So the value, expected value will be 20, 30. It won't have 50 because it will convert this also into a string and it will just bind it. Okay, so now if you see the value, you will get like 30 and 20, 30, means any of the value is string, it will convert into string, and plus symbol will not work as a addition, it will work as a string concatenation. Okay, string concatenation, understood? Plus symbol. So if any value is the string, it will work as a concatenation. If both the value is number, it will work as a addition. We will just do some of the things. So let's check with, so same thing I have mentioned here, like if the both the value are a string, inconcatenate second string to the first one. If the value is string, and implicitly convert the number value into string, means if it's telling like if any of the value is string, then other value also will convert it as a string, and then it will bind it. Like see, you can see the example here, x equal to 10 and y equal to 20, both are string. So both are string means 10, 20. Or if any either one of the also string will be there, the value will be 10, 20. Okay, so that is plus arithmetic. So it works on numeric value addition, but it works on string value concatenation. Okay, so that is plus symbol or addition operators, arithmetic. Next will be subtract. So subtracts, already we know, like it will just subtract one value to another value. So what happens, like it will just subtract one value, one number from another. So it's denoted by hyphen symbol, and we can see here we are doing 20 minus 10, it's 10. If the first value is less than second value, then the value will come as a negative, minus 10. Let's suppose if it could be that minus 20, then it could be minus 10. Okay, so like that it might be 10 minus 20, sorry, then it will be minus 10. Okay, now how it works for the string? So it works for the string, basically what happens in subtraction or in hyphen symbol, it will not react in other way. What it does, if any of the value is string, it will first convert that value into number. Now see what happens here. In the second example you can see, let x equal to 20, this is numeric value, y equal to 10, this is string value. If we try to do hyphen, means if we try to do subtraction, what happens? First this string value will be converted into number using the number function. So JavaScript has one number function which convert any value into number, numeric. So using this function internally, it will convert this 10 into number. So this 10 will convert number into string into number. Now the subtraction will happen. So 20 minus 10 is 10. It won't operate like addition operator. Okay, it will work always as a subtraction. What happens? It will just convert string or any other value to number. Okay, and then it try to perform the subtraction. So I think we can go for same. So see 20 and 30. So if I'll do subtraction, it will give the proper value. Now see 20 minus 30 is minus 10. Will come as minus 10. Okay, so what it does, it just converted 30 into number, string, and then it try to do the subtraction. Okay, so this is subtract arithmetic operator. Same way multiplication will just try to, multiplication basically in JavaScript denoted as asterisk symbol. Okay, asterisk symbol. So in maths we write x and all, right? So but in JavaScript, in computer language, we have to write asterisk symbol to represent multiplication. So what happens? It will just multiply 2 into 10, and it's also perform the same mechanism as a subtract. So any of the value is string, it will just convert that string value into number, and it will just try to perform the multiplication operation. So here you can see x equal to 2, which is number, y equal to 10, which is string. But what happens? It will just convert into number. So 2 into 10, it will be 20. So result will be proper, the same. Internally, it will convert using number as a function. Okay. So this will convert using multiplication. So these are very basic things which you have studied from past during the school days, but just only the difference is the string, how it behaves with the string. Same way we have division. So division operator denoted by slash. Okay, so it divides same like dividend by divisor. So whatever the quotient will come, that will be the value. So basically 20 divided by 10, it's a 2, 10 2s are 20, so the value is 2. If anyone value is a string, again it does the same thing. It will just convert that string value to number, and then it performs the operation division. So same way we can see here 20 and 10, and it will convert, it will denote as a 2. Okay, so this is division. Now next is remainder operator. So remainder operator, what happens? There is difference between division and remainder. Division will give you the quotient, like 10 2s are 20, means 10 to the power 10 to the 20 means 2 is the quotient, 20 is the dividend, 10 is the divisor, but remainder is a 0, because 10 to the 20, 20 minus 20 is 0. So remainder it won't give. But in remainder case, in remainder operator, that's a mod, okay, percentage symbol, here it works as a remainder. So what happens? 10 2s are 20, but 2 is the quotient. But what is the remainder? 21 minus 20 is 1. So 1 is the remainder. So answer will be 1. Okay, so it will just represent the remainder. Okay, so whatever the remaining value will be there after subtracting from the dividend, that will be the result. Okay, so next we have to note it. So let's practice it. So I'll just go for first division. So I'll write 20 and I'll write just 10. Okay, so I'll just A divide by B. So if you see A divide by B, that will just give us the proper output. See, that is 2. Now if I do A mod means percentage symbol B, so that time it does 0 because 20 is fully divisible by 10. There is no remainder, right? If I do 22, now the remainder 10 twos are 20. So 20 minus 20 is 22 minus 20 is 2. So now the value will be 2. Okay, so this is the remainder operator. So in remainder operator, two things we have to cover. Like if let's suppose dividend is positive and divisor is negative. Okay, dividend is positive and divisor is negative. The example is ulta. Okay, opposite. So dividend is positive and divisor is negative. Then answer will always come as a negative. Okay, if dividend is negative and divisor is positive. Okay, dividend is negative and divisor is positive, the answer always comes as a negative. So let's try and let's check it out. So I'll just try 22 and I'll just write minus. Dividend is positive, divisor is negative. Now if you see, the answer will come as positive based on the dividend type. Okay, now let's suppose if I do dividend as negative and divisor as positive, now the value will be minus 2. See, based on the dividend, the value will be displayed. Okay, so if the dividend is negative, the value will be negative. If dividend is positive, the value will be positive. Okay, but the problem here is became ulta, opposite, so we can correct it later. Okay, so this is one thing we have to take care in remainder operator. Okay, next we'll move on to assignment operator. Basically, assignment operator is denoted by equal symbol, means assigning any value to the variable. Like see, when we are creating the variable, when we are declaring the variable with initial value, that time we use equal symbol. So it's very simple. Like we can use assignment operator to initialize or to provide or to override the value of any variable using equal symbol to the new value. Okay, so we have so many assignment operators, like we can use plus equal, minus equal, star equal, divide equal, percentage equal. So it will work as like this. So if you see this example, x equal to 21, and if it's there x plus equal to 1 means x equal to x plus 1. So that means 21 plus 1. It is similar to x plus 1. Means plus equal to is x equal to x plus 1. That is one main like similarity. Okay, this means like x equal to x plus 1. So that's why x equal to x plus 1 means 21. So 21 plus 1. So 22. Basically here it should be result, but I have made it mistake by writing the same x. Okay, so this would be result. Okay, so 22. So same way, if we go for multiple value, now see here in assignment operator, it will be chaining. Like see here the second example, see it a lot. See x equal to 21 comma y equal to 31 comma z equal to 45, and what we are doing, it will go from right side to left side. The value of 21 will go from right side to left side, so it will assign left side. Now same thing will happen here. It's a chaining. Let's see. Now what I'm doing x equal to y equal to z. So first z value will be assigned to y. So z is 45 assigned to y. So y also becomes 45. Now again y value will assign to x. So y was 45. So x value also will become 45. So if we print this x, y, z, it will be 45, 45, 45. So this is basically single value to multiple variables we can assign. Like this way using equal symbol. Okay, so this is assignment operator we can go for. Next we'll go for comparison operator. So comparison operators is nothing but like you have seen in the child, like you are comparing. Basically it is used for comparing between the two values. Like greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, double equal to, not equal to. So basically like less than. So what happens in less than, what it checks, if the value is less than something, it always returns either true or false in boolean value. Okay, either it returns true or either it returns false. So you can see 21 greater than 10, that is true. 23 less than 15, that is false, right? So always it returns in the boolean. Okay. Next, how it operates on string. So see, now the operands, both operands are numeric, so it works in the normal operation. But let's suppose if the operands are string, like we are trying to compare name 1 Alice, which is string, and name 2 Bob, which is string. Now if we try to compare string value with string value, see, numeric value we know, okay, 21 and 10, but string value how to compare? So we have every character, we have the character code. Okay, so you go in web. Okay, and we can search character code for the string. Let's search for this. So all the string, alphanumeric or whatever symbol we have the character code. See, so these are the character code available. See, so which says small a is 97. Okay, so which is in the PPT, you can see here. See, Alice. So A is 97 and B is small b. Small b is 98. So we are trying to compare each one. So that's what I'm telling. Small a Alice and small b Bob. So it will try to compare each character code, and then it will try to compare both this one. So I'll just write it. Alice, and I'll just do Bob. I'm writing A less than B. So now it will try to convert into character code, and it will just give you the true. Okay, because A is 97, B is 98. So basically B is greater than A. So like that it will compare and it will give you the output as true or false. Okay, so this is basically comparison operators. So we have lots of comparison operators like less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. You know already, like less than, equal to means either it is less or it is equal to. Okay, it's a equal. So that we can see in the comparison operators. Next we'll move on to yeah, any doubt you have? Yes, only compare the first letter. Letter by letter it will compare. If first letter only having the greater, then it will just leave it as it is. Okay. Now let's move on to logical operators. So logical operators basically allow to compare two values, two variable, and based on that variable we will try to execute some block of code. Okay, we'll try to execute some block of code. So later we will see this when we go on a statement of if condition, else condition. So already you know logical operator, you have studied in your school days or college days, like there is and or not. So and means if both the values are true, then result will be true. If the any one value is false, then result is false. So that you have studied in logical and. So in JavaScript, and will be denoted as double ampersand symbol, or is denoted as two pipeline symbol, and not is denoted by exclamation symbol. Okay, so basically it allows you to compare the value. Based on the value comparison, based on the result of the value comparison, some blocks of code will be executed, or some blocks of code will be, another block of code will be executed. So that we can check. So you can see here example, let data 1 equal to true and data 2 equal to false. Now if we see, if we go for AND operation, if one is true, one is false means always it will be false, right? That is AND operation table. So let's next we'll move on to and we'll check that. Same way, if OR means either anyone will be true, the value will be, the result will be true. That is OR operations. Next, exclamation, that is not, means it's like a opposite of any value. Like let's suppose data 1 is true and we are doing opposite, means exclamation, that is not, always will return false. If it will be false, it will return true. Okay, so let's move on to next slide, that is AND. So in AND operator you can see we have one truth table of AND operator which says if first value is true and second value is true, the result will be true. If either of the value is false, like see, second value is false, second value is false, the result will be always false. If both the value is false, definitely the result will be false. Okay, so these are all the logical and operator. This you have to remember, because later what we do, we use this and operator or operator inside if condition, inside else condition, sorry, while condition or while statement. So many places we'll use, and based on that, the true or false result, we will try to execute some block of code, that is conditional statement execution. Okay, so that we'll see in the upcoming classes. Okay, so next we'll move on to logical or operator. So or operator, already we know, either any of the value will be true, the result will be true. Now see, both the value is true, the result is true. Either any of the value, like see, first is true or here second is true, both the value will be true. And if the both the value is false, then result will be false. This is or operator. So or operator is used using two pipelines. In your enter keyword of your keyboard, on the top of that, above that enter keyword, there is one pipeline. So using shift, you can just click on the pipeline, you can use it, or operator. Next we'll move on to not operator. So not operator, already we know, it's a negation, it's just opposing. It's true to false, false to true. Now this is very simple, we have got to know. Now in JavaScript, what are the negative values? So undefined is a negative value, we know, because undefined is not a number, it's nothing, it's a null value. Okay, some garbage value. Same way null is also a negative number, or it's like a not a number basically. Same way, if 0 is there, it denotes as a false. If nan is there, not a number, that is also like negative value, or it's not a proper number. If we have object basically, so it always returns false. So what it says, if a is undefined, returns true, because undefined itself is not a proper number. So that's why if negation of undefined, it will return true. If negation of real value, it will return false, because real value is a real number. So negation of real number is false. Same way negation of not number is true, because it's a negative, so number is true. Same way empty string is nothing, it's nothing, because it's empty. So that will become true, because it's its falsy value. These are all the falsy values. Okay. Same way false to true, true to false. Same way null is also falsy value, so it will just convert into true. 0 is also falsy value, it will convert into true. Empty object is true value, because it's a truthy value, because it's an object, either empty or whatever, it's an object, so it's a real value, so it will convert into false. Same way string having some value, it will convert into false, and true, it will convert into false. Okay, so these are all the things we have to get to know in our mind for logical not operator. Okay, so that's it for today. We will go for stop the logical operators and assignment operators. Tomorrow we will move on to further classes and we'll check for other operators. Okay, fine. Thank you.